Get ready to enjoy the greatest 2 minutes in sports in style. To celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Kentucky Derby, Woodford Reserve is partnering with Black Menswear to pay homage to the history of African American jockeys through fashion, food, and of course, bourbon. Here to share more is Black Menswear CEO, Andre Brossard. So nice to meet you. Welcome to Texas.
Thank you.
Today.
Thank you for having me.
Loving the outfits. So nice.
I had to make sure I came in style for this segment. Yeah.
Like
Yes.
Before we talk about the event itself, can you share a little bit about the history of what inspired it?
Yeah, so the Spirit of Soiree, our Road to the Derby tour, is a partnership between Black Menswear and Woodford Reserve to really celebrate the untold stories of the black jockey history in the Derby. A lot of people don't know that of the first 15 winners, 13 of them were black, right? You go back to the history of the Derby very early on, the 1800s, and, you know, to have that story, but it's often not told, was one of the reasons why we're working together. And shout out to Woodford Reserve for appreciating that and really being able to highlight that part of the Derby.
Tell us about this experience that you have created.
So this Spirited Soiree, or this Road to the Derby, it's a way that we can infuse fashion, culinary, and of course bourbon together in a way that really celebrates and highlights the black excellence that we see throughout this country. A lot of times, again, I kind of go back to these untold stories, and Woodford is taking it on themselves to partner with an organization like Black Menswear to really be able to lean into that because all history is our history, and so really being able to celebrate that was how we got to this, to curating this experience that is elevated, that when you walk into the room to this experience, it's kind of like one of those moments where it's like, yeah, this is what I want to be. You know, this is where I want to be. These are the type of moments that I live for, and so being able to curate that with them is really special.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so can you brag a little bit about Black Menswear and all the work that you do?
So Black Menswear is actually, we're a cultural impact agency. What we do is really help to curate and cultivate stories that really draw organizations to the community. Now, the fashion does attract attention and draw the eyes in and allows us to start a lot of conversations, but we focus a lot more on the guys that are a part of this movement that are really looking at changing the narrative, which again is aligned with this event series that we're doing that talks about joy, community, and connectivity.
This is gonna be like different stops, right, at different cities.
Yes.
Can you talk to us about what we're gonna be able to experience at each of those stops?
So if the three things to remember there are gonna be fashion, they're gonna be culinary, and they are gonna be bourbon, right? But not only that, the history. So yes, you'll be able to, you know, see the Baccarat bottle, which I've got with me that's going along with us on the tour, which is the 150th commemorative bottle. Only 150 of these have been made for 150 years. But you'll also come into this experience and you'll see the history of the black jockey, you know, just to be able to experience those type of stories, but then also have a great time, a really elevated experience, and really just to be able to meet new people, show off your fashions, and learn more.
Look good, of
Look
course.
good, yes.
So, do we need tickets? How do we get them?
Yeah, so for this event, this is a max capacity event, so tickets can be found on Event Noir or on blackmenswear.com. You can go there and get information about how to get your ticket.
What have you enjoyed the most about bringing this experience to people?
I really feel like I enjoy the feedback that we get from people at the end of the event, like, wow, I've never been to an event like this, right? The first stop in LA, the second stop in Oakland, the third stop here in Dallas, the next stop in Charlotte next week, and then the final stop in Louisville at the Kentucky Derby the first week of May.
And now let's talk about the Kentucky Derby. What do you love the most about it?
I'm a fashion guy, so of course I'm going to lean into just the expression of fashion that you see throughout the Derby. It's one of those moments where you go and you grab the loudest thing in your closet and you just put it on and you have a good time doing it. I just like I'm big on connecting with people, and what I've learned about the Derby and what I've seen about the Derby and what I've experienced, that it's one of those moments where people just get to connect and have a good time. Let's say let your hair down and really enjoy people's company.
It's so much fun. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having us.
To learn more about the Road to the Derby tour and to get your tickets to their Dallas stop, visit their website, blackmenswear.com.